Before I jump into what's new with the Convotherm Maxx, I'd like to remind everyone all of the great features and benefits that we already have with the Convotherm line. So first of all, we have the broadest line of any combi manufacturer globally in terms of every possible size. Every possible size that exists is in the Convotherm line. In addition, we have two types of controllers, as most competitors do. We have the Easy Touch, which is by far our most popular seller, and we have our what we call our Easy Dial. Our competitors also call that Classic, but those are very similar. In addition, and importantly, across all those sizes, we have both gas and electric in every size, and boilerless or generator in every size. Now, the exception there is our mini line. Most minis in the industry are electric only, and the vast majority are boilerless. In addition, right door is standard. However, I will tell you our disappearing door, we sell many, many more of our disappearing doors. You can see the obvious benefits from a saving standpoint, in terms of space as well as safety. You don't have to worry about burning yourself on the door. Some of the options on our line include Convo Smoke, which is a one-touch ability to add smoke to your cooking methods. And we are launching for the first time a hot smoke feature. Historically, we've had just basically ambient smoke. Ambient smoke is great for things like cream and frankly water, to do smoked ice cubes and smoked ice cream. And now we also have the hot smoke, which will speed up the cooking process during smoking. We also have Convo Grill, which is our patented grease management system, which works very, very well. In fact, we've recently rolled out in a large grocery chain, and they are loving it. It's working really well for them and saving them some money on maintenance, which is fantastic. We also have corrections packages and marine. In addition, I would encourage you to look at our school packages, which are on auto quotes. They have everything a school needs to get started in terms of the right accessories. Our fry baskets are very popular for doing fried items, and they're priced really, really well for the school systems. And we are the only combi in the country that has a 3-year parts and labor warranty for schools, so please do check that out. The other thing I want to let you know is that even though we're manufactured in Germany, we were actually the first combi line in the US to launch the Quick Ship program. So we have a very large inventory of combi ovens ready to ship from Tennessee. So whether you're on the West Coast or the East Coast, you can feel confident that you're going to get your equipment very, very quickly. So what I want to do now is really share the general Convotherm features and benefits. And by far, our biggest advantage is our Advanced Closed System Plus. So what does that mean? That is really the way we are engineered. Our cooking chamber is engineered, and it is proprietary to Convotherm. So just to kind of bring it to life a little bit for you, most of our competitors' combi ovens are built with an open system. And I'll give you an example of an open system, right? I'm in Florida, it's very hot here. I air condition my home, of course, as probably most of you do. If my house were an open system, I would be air conditioning my house with the windows open. So as you can imagine, most people don't do that because it costs a lot of money, right? So that's very similar to most of the combis on the marketplace that have open systems. Convotherm, with its Advanced Closed System Plus, is more like air conditioning your home with the windows closed. So once your house gets to temperature, the air conditioner doesn't need to run anymore, except for little bits at a time to make sure that temperature maintains itself. So that's one of the big benefits. And why does that matter? Why is the closed system important? Well, the first one is, just like with our houses, it delivers a lot of energy savings because we're only maintaining that. We're not having to constantly reheat that air. In addition, we have a sizable water savings, which we know is extremely important on the West Coast. Also, no flavor transfer. And what I mean by that is you could actually cook cookies and let's say salmon at the same time, or onions, and when you taste those cookies, you will not detect any of the salmon or onion flavor on those cookies. The other benefit to the closed system is very evenness of browning. So whether you have a full load, a partial load, but every shelf will have evenness and temperature, browning, and crispness across the board. And then finally, we are UL listed ventless, no hood required. You heard me right, no hood required on our electric 6 and 10 shelf models. And even this configuration here, where I have two what we call 620s, is also ventless without a hood. Now, local codes always prevail, as we know. The other benefit of Convotherm, now that I've talked about the advanced closed system and the benefits of the closed system, I want to move on to our hands-free, fully automated cleaning. So the big benefit here for operators is your employees don't have to hand touch the chemicals to clean the combi ovens like they do for many of our manufacturers. With us, we have a liquid cleaning chemical that is attached by a hose, and I'll show you in a minute how to set some cleaning up, but literally your employees just push a couple of buttons and they're done. They never have to touch the chemicals, which is a big, big benefit. The other thing is we clean in about half the time of our competitors. So a full cleaning in a Convotherm will take less than 2 hours. For some of our competitors, it's almost 4 hours. So that's a big savings as well. One more benefit I really want to talk about is our serviceability. It's very important. We are the only combi manufacturer in the United States that has centralized service dispatch. So what that means is an operator can call the kitchen care number and speak to a trained technician on the phone. During that call, they'll troubleshoot and try to do everything they can to fix the issue during that phone call. If they find a service visit is still needed, that technician from Welbilt will dispatch that call to the FAS. And here's what's really important. When they dispatch it, they're going to include all of the notes that were taken, any error codes, and importantly, any spare parts that might be needed to fix that Convotherm and get it up and running. So that's a great way to reduce cost of ownership and make sure your equipment downtime is really minimized. So additional elements in terms of service is we do have 5 service hatches. And why is that important? Because you want your technician to be able to get in and out and get to the parts they want very, very quickly. Some of our competitors, you have to actually lift the oven and put it on its back to get in through the bottom to reach some of the components. So that's going to take 1 or 2 people and likely extra time and extra cost. Another service benefit is we have electronic components that are engineered with what's called poka-yoke principles. And the translation of poka-yoke is mistake proofing. So the great news is if any electronic components need to be changed, it's impossible to connect them incorrectly. So another great benefit. And then the final benefit from a service standpoint is our German manufacturing partners. They did a great job of coming up with very few spare parts needed across that entire line. So for example, 1 core probe is needed across the entire line and only 2 motors. So that means when your technician shows up, they're very likely to have the right part on the truck. So that's a summary of all the benefits of the Convotherm line in general.